Hello everyone. Let me start today's video by sharing a small incident that happened with one of my friends. Now this friend of mine who's working in an MNC was exploring options to pursue a part-time PhD in India. While she was doing that, she was approached by somebody from an online company who was trying to convince her that she should, rather pursuing a part-time PhD from an Indian university, she should pursue an online PhD from an international university. He told her that she can comfortably sit in India, keep going to her work and do her PhD alongside. But wasn't this like an online distance learning program, she asked him. And he told her that no, not at all. Part-time PhD and distance learning are the same thing. But are they the same thing? Fortunately, she approached me and she asked me the same question. And within 5 minutes, I gave her 3 reasons which proved that how part-time PhD is very different from a distance learning program. What were the 3 reasons? I will tell you in this video. In case you do not understand what is part-time PhD and what are we talking about in this video, then probably that's because you've missed the first part of our video. We are sharing the link with you of the first part in which we had told you what is the meaning of part-time PhD, who can pursue it, from where can you pursue it, how much experience do you require, and such other basic details. Do watch the first video. In case you watched the first video and you are continuing watching the second video as well, but still you haven't subscribed to our channel, then please do so. I am Dr. Ritika Gauba. I am your PhD coach and mentor, and I am here to empower you with genuine, in-depth and well-researched knowledge. And now I would request you to empower me by subscribing to my channel, liking my videos and sharing them among your friends. Okay, so let us start today's video. Let me tell you how a part-time PhD is different from a distance learning program. Reason number 1 is you do not attend any physical classes in a distance learning program, but you do attend classes, physical classes, in a part-time program. So in a distance learning program, you simply get the material at home. It is couriered to you, or you get recorded sessions which you have to study or watch, and then you go and give the exams. However, in a part-time PhD, as soon as you clear your Viva and your entrance examination and you get admission, the first thing which the university wants you to do is attend the coursework classes. Now, this coursework has to be completed within the first 6 months of your admission, or maximum you will get an extension of another 6 months, that is maximum 1 year. And within this time period, you are supposed to attend certain number of classes and then give an examination on this coursework, get the required percentage, clear your coursework, and then your actual registration happens or your research work starts. And this coursework is a compulsory requirement by University Grants Commission, and all the universities have to mandatorily follow this norm. And these coursework classes, as I've already said, are held physically in the university campus. Okay, yes, now there is a provision of academic bank of credit which is going to come up, where you can transfer your credits from one university to the other. We've already discussed this academic bank of credit in one of our previous videos on PhD regulations of 2022. You can watch it there. We are sharing the link above. And of course, do not worry about the classwork, physical classes. These classes are always held at a time on days which are convenient for working professionals. So you don't have to worry about that. But yes, you do have to attend certain classes, because of which part-time PhD is not the same as distance learning PhD. This was the first reason. Now, let us move on to reason number 2. Faculty interaction. Now, in a distance learning program, I have done a number of distance learning programs and I've never interacted with any of the faculties over there. But in a part-time program, you would be required to interact with the faculties. You will be getting a guide or a supervisor for your PhD. This guide would be an integral part of your PhD, and everything that you write, everything that you do, every paper that you write, every conference that you attend, everything has to be done under the supervision, under the guidance of this faculty, this guide of yours. Besides this, there is a research committee which is allocated to each student, which also comprises of the faculties of that university. So there is a lot of faculty interaction in part-time PhD, which is not there in case of a distance learning program. This was reason number 2. Now the third reason is physically visiting the university campus. So in a distance learning program, and that is why it is called a distance learning program, you don't have to visit the university campus. Even the examination is usually held in a center which is there in your city, and you don't have to even visit the university for picking up the degree or giving your examination. However, in case of your PhD, part-time PhD also, you have to first go and give your entrance examination unless and until you're exempted, and then you have to give your viva. After that, you have to regularly visit the university for your 6-monthly presentation, your workshops, seminars. Your final defense happens in the university campus. So yes, you are like a regular student in the university. You will have to visit the university campus, even if it is once in 6 months, but you will have to do it. So the campus, the university campus, is not an alien place for you. So these are the 3 reasons which makes a part-time PhD very different from a distance learning PhD. Once again, I repeat, in the 2016 regulations as well in the 2022 regulations, UGC has prohibited distance learning PhD. Distance learning PhD is not recognized in India, so please don't think of pursuing it. Okay, from here we move on to a second most important question, which is usually students get confused about and want to know about, is how does the structure of a part-time PhD vary from that of a full-time PhD? So here we've created a table for you. 2-3 reasons we had already mentioned in our first video, but I'll just repeat it for your convenience. So yes, full-time PhD, you do not take up any additional work. In part-time PhD is specially done for working professional. It's a course specially designed for working professionals. Full-time PhD scholars, or FTS as we've mentioned here, they would have to come to the university campus very regularly, or would have to stay in the university campus. The part-time scholars, PTS, would come occasionally as and when required by the university to the campus. Then the full-time scholars have to engage themselves in a number of other activities of the university. Part-time students are not expected to do anything like that. Besides these, so these are the common changes which are there across the universities among these full-time scholars and part-time scholars. There are two other differences in the scholars of full-time and part-time scholars which are there in certain universities, which is that the minimum duration of pursuing a part-time PhD is kept longer in certain university as compared to the minimum duration for full-time PhD. So say supposing a full-time scholar will be told to complete their PhD within 3 years, that is the minimum time. A full-time scholar will be said that their minimum time would be 4 years. Similarly, the fee structure also varies in certain universities. With part-time PhD, scholars have to pay more as compared to the full-time scholars. So these are the basic difference of a full-time scholar and a part-time scholar. With this, we come to the last and probably the most important question related to part-time PhD. Is part-time PhD recognized? Is part-time PhD degree has the same weightage as that of a full-time PhD? Will you get a job after pursuing a part-time PhD? And answer to all these questions is yes. Yes, part-time PhD is as good as a full-time PhD. Yes, the degree is recognized, and yes, you will get a job. There is no difference in the degrees awarded to part-time scholars or to full-time scholars. You would be eligible for a similar job. You will get the prefix of doctor in front of your name. So part-time PhD and full-time PhD scholars are treated in the same manner by the industry. Then why go for a full-time PhD at all? If this is the question that is going on in your mind, we will answer that too, but in some other video which would be dedicated to full-time PhD. In case any one of you is looking to do a part-time or a full-time PhD and is confused about the institute that they should apply to, then I'm here to help you. I'm your PhD mentor, your PhD guide and your coach. You can always book a one-to-one consultancy session with me, and I will, depending on your profile, your requirements, your qualification and your future goals, tell you which is the most suitable universities or institute of national importance where you can apply to. This is Dr. Ritika Gauba from Zenith PhD Training and Consultancy, and we are here to empower you with lots and lots of knowledge. Thank you for watching my videos. Do subscribe, like and comment.